character flaw that makes people lose respect for you. So you're a good person, you're helpful, you're kind, you're the one who always goes the extra mile for others. So why does it feel like you're getting completely overlooked? You're aiming for admiration, but what you're getting back is polite indifference. Here's the twist. It's not about being nicer or doing more. In fact, the very thing you think makes you a great person might be the character flaw that's quietly killing everyone's respect for you. Today, we're going to expose the 3 ways this flaw shows up and how you can start reclaiming the respect you deserve. 1. The apology compulsion. First up, the habit that just bleeds respect. The apology compulsion. This is when you find yourself saying, "I'm sorry" for things that have absolutely nothing to do with you. Someone bumps into you and the first words out of your mouth are, "Oh, I'm sorry." You need to ask a perfectly valid question in a meeting, and you start with, "Sorry to bother you, but..." You're basically apologizing for existing. Look, apologizing when you've genuinely messed up is a sign of strength, but over-apologizing does the exact opposite. It cheapens your words and signals to others that you feel like a burden. It screams a lack of confidence in your own right to take up space, ask questions, or just exist without feeling like you're in the way. Psychologically, you're putting yourself in a one-down position in every single conversation. Think about how this looks from the other side. If you're constantly sorry for things that need no apology, people start to wonder why you're so insecure. Frankly, it can get annoying, and it makes them question your competence. The fix isn't to become a jerk, it's to be more precise. Instead of "sorry for the delay," try "thank you for your patience." Instead of "sorry to ask," just say, "I have a question." This simple language swap shifts you from a place of weakness to one of quiet confidence. It shows you value what you have to say. Section 2. The disease of yes. The second symptom of this flaw is a chronic inability to say no. You'd think that being the go-to agreeable person who always says yes would make you loved and respected. In reality, it just makes you look like a pushover. When you say yes to everything, you teach people that your time and energy have no limits. Your yes becomes worthless because it's your default setting, not a conscious choice. This habit is usually rooted in a deep fear of conflict. You say yes to a project you have zero time for, yes to a party you'd rather skip, and yes to a favor that stretches you to your breaking point, all because the awkwardness of saying no feels worse than the long, slow burn of resentment that follows. But this people-pleasing comes at a huge cost: burnout, stress, and the feeling of being completely taken for granted. Boundaries are how you start earning respect back. It's about clearly, calmly communicating your limits. Learning to say no politely but firmly demonstrates that you value your own time and priorities. People don't actually respect a doormat. They respect someone who knows their own capacity and protects it. A simple, "I appreciate you thinking of me, but I can't commit to that right now," is a total power move. It tells the world your time is a finite resource and you are in charge of it. That's not selfish, it's self-respecting. And that's the foundation for earning anyone else's respect. Section 3. The compulsion to over-explain. This one is the not-so-charming cousin of saying yes to everything. It's what happens when you finally work up the courage to say no, but you immediately chase it with a 5-minute rambling monologue justifying your decision. You feel this insane pressure to present a legally airtight case for why you can't do something, as if you need the other person's permission to have your own life. For instance, a coworker asks for help, and you say, "Oh, I can't. I'm so sorry. I have to finish this report, which is due by 3, and then I have that dentist appointment I told you about. And my mom's been sick, so I promised I'd call her." Stop. This behavior screams a lack of confidence. It implies that your no isn't good enough on its own, and that the other person has the right to audit your schedule and overrule your decision. People who command respect trust their own judgment. Their no is a complete sentence. You don't owe anyone a detailed report on why you're protecting your time. A simple, direct response is way more powerful. "I'm not able to help with that," or "My plate is full right now." That's it. No defensive speech required. When you stop over-explaining, you communicate that you are the sole authority on your own time. You trust your own calls and you expect others to respect them without needing a signed affidavit. It's a subtle shift that radiates unshakable self-assurance.